Anywho, moving on. I wanted to watch some of this interview. Shall we? Let me pull it up.
Today I'm going to show you one of those people. Someone who is basically a real-life Iron Man, but less of a douche.
I'm myself.
Fusion react.
Pulling it up. 1 sec.
Like, I know.
Wait, so
Sorry,
were you not? Have you watched my stuff before? Have you seen my stuff before?
I've seen some. I've seen like a lot of clips of you. I
that's
saw like
not
the
good.
AOC thing, which very cool. We love. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna try joining on my phone. That might be better.
No. This is fine. You just gotta mute your. Put it in. I think in the bottom, if you click on user settings or something, there's got to be like a. Oh no! Just click on the bottom profile on the bottom left of your Discord, and when it on there, there's a do not disturb, and just like under your edit profile, there's online idle do not disturb. You put do not disturb.
I am so sorry.
How old are you?
Bless her heart. She's so offline.
I'm 20 years old.
You're 20 years old.
Bless
You don't
her
know how
heart.
to use Discord. That's probably good. You don't have
I do
brain
know how to
rot.
use Discord. I just don't. I don't have the do not disturb because I am an attention whore. So,
Okay,
can I say that?
all right. That makes all right. That's fine.
I don't know. I can swear, right? I can swear.
All right.
You
I
were just
can't
one of
believe I'm 33 and I'm giving you tech support. Everyone that called me a boomer, you
Oh my
guys. Okay.
Well, okay, no, I'm very infamously, notoriously horrible at anything involving tech.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it. All right. So is this your first ever real-time live interview? Is that what's going on? Or have you done these before?
Interview? I think live interview, yes, but it's not my first live stream. I did one with Dead Domain.
Who'd you do it with?
Sorry?
Who'd you do it with?
Dead Domain?
Dak Domain?
Dead Domain.
Dad
YouTuber.
Domain. Oh no, I'm unfamiliar, but I'm sure people in the chat know Dead Domain. Dead Domain W. That's what they're saying. All right, so you gave an interview to Teen Vogue, Vivian Jenna Wilson on being Elon Musk's estranged daughter.
I like how he's talking about how everyone was shitting on him for being a boomer. And then when it comes to like random shows and dad domain, mom and dad domain, the chat has to be like, no, dead domain.
Protecting trans youth and taking on the right online. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. This was an interview by Ellie Yerman. Shouts out you.
Yeah.
So you're in Japan, right?
Currently, yeah, I'm studying here, but I'll be back in like a month.
That's sick. Don't come back. I promise. It's not better. When I was there, I fled to Japan during the inauguration, like immediately after the inauguration. And it was 14 days.
Also, City of the Dam, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Denims is streaming. Thank you.
You saw me in Japan?
No, my friend saw you.
Oh, your friends.
You went to,
okay,
like,
yeah.
Event, this like protest rave that my friends all went to.
Oh yeah,
And then,
no, I
like,
was there. It was the pro-Palestinian protest rave.
Yeah, my friend literally saw you and took a picture and then sent it to me.
Yeah, it was sick. It was dope. It was very cool. There's a lot of pro-Palestinian protests in Japan. There's a big movement there. But yeah, I was there for 14 days and I came back and it was very, very, very depressing.
Yeah.
To be in the United States of America. So just stay there for as long as you can, I think. But first of all, let me get started by saying I didn't know how to like reference you because I feel like it's weird to be like Elon Musk's estranged daughter. Is that all right?
I also feel like that's weird.
Okay, good. You okay, so I wasn't wrong. I still did it, but I just want to let you know I felt bad doing it.
The absolute audacity of something.
Yeah. I apologize, but I don't know what like.
Because like she's her own person of her own accord, right? But it's hard because you want everyone to know who she is, but you can't do that without introducing her as as Elon Musk's estranged daughter, which is frustrating.
The appropriate way to describe it would be, you know what I mean?
Anti-nepo baby.
A nepo baby?
Oh, okay.
Is that what you? No, it's fine. I'm a nepo baby too. Well, I guess I'm a nepo nephew.
Yeah, your uncle is Kank Uyghur. I looked up your Wikipedia page.
Kank Uyghur, Jank Uyghur.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I read your Wikipedia page in preparation for this.
Oh, damn. I don't even know what's on there, but it's probably not good. All the good things are real. If there's anything bad on there, it's fake. I think there's a segment where
I got banned a lot.
You got banned a lot. I've never looked at this Wikipedia page either. Was born to Turkish parents in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Damn, call him out. Call him out for the New Jersey trash that he is, yeah. And it talks about his brother and his family, more of his family, returned to the U.S., attended University of Miami, transferred to Rutgers, graduated cum laude. It talks about his history with the Young Turks, gets on Twitch 2018. He shifted his audience from Facebook to Twitch in order to reach a younger audience because of what he felt like was a preponderance of right-wing commentators on YouTube and a lack of leftist representation among streamers. Gameplay, commentary, video games on his channel. Sometimes will roleplay as Hank Pecker. Comments on Dan Crenshaw and 9/11 and temporary ban. During a Twitch stream, Piker mocked U.S. Representative Dan Crenshaw for his support of American military interventionism overseas. Piker said of Crenshaw, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Didn't he go to war and like literally lose his eye because some mujahideen, a brave fucking soldier, fucked his eye hole with their dick?" Adding that Crenshaw deserved his... Oh my fucking god. America deserved 9/11. Okay, and then January 6th, 2020 presidential, Twitch streamer Pokey, AOC, yes, we all remember the Amogus. 2021 temporary ban for using cracker and later activities. Cracker repeatedly on stream. Piker arguing the term should not be considered a slur against white people, since a person using it is powerless and doing it is the same as someone who has been historically oppressed, blowing off steam. Cracker is not a slur in the same way that other terms are, stating it's something I've talked about many times because it's like white boys love saying cracker is the same as the N-word. It's really stupid. Etymology of the word is different, comes from whip cracker. Although I will say this is debatable. And the term cracker to describe white people has been used prior to American slave owners. So it's the etymology is a little bit weird, but I think most Americans know it as this. Coverage of Gaza. 2025 comments on Rick Scott and temporary ban. Fundraisers, political views, reception. What is this photo they picked? Piker in 2021. What is this photo? All right.
I do get banned a lot, yeah. I recently got banned for something that people misunderstood. I was talking about the Republican hypocrisy on, caring about...
Sorry, I said the word cracker with the hard R. Sorry, I just did it again.
Medicare fraud, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you're in Japan, you have a lot of opinions, and you started posting... was it on Threads initially? I think you started on Threads.
Yes, it is Threads. I am the queen of Threads, as I have been proclaimed by myself and then also by other people.
Yeah. Threads is interesting. I sometimes accidentally click on it on my Instagram because I'm 33, so I still use Instagram. Sometimes there'll be something like, Justin Bieber is selling all of his properties in red states and moving out of the United States after having a heated debate with Elon Musk. And I'm like, I don't know if that happened, but I'm going to click on it.
And I know it didn't because no one's mentioned Justin Bieber in like 6 years. So there's that, first of all.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's just, I think there's fake news on there too, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's impossible fake news is impossible to avoid, it seems. Even on Threads, which is not surprising because Meta is dog shit, just as dog shit as Twitter. Not as dog shit as Twitter, but...
Not as dog shit as Twitter.
It probably was still pretty... No.
Bro, I was muted because I was munching and crunching. Wait, Hasan is 33 and Ethan is 50? Me when I spread misinformation.
It's right up there.
Well, we're kind of comparing.
Yeah, but... So you started off on Threads. You now post on TikTok, and you have a lot of opinions. What do you mean when you say you want to take on the right?
I didn't say that. The people who wrote the Teen Vogue article said that.
Okay. What do you think they meant when they wrote?
I don't know. Just people are afraid of a woman with opinions, and I am a woman with many opinions.
Okay.
So I guess that, whatever that means.
Okay, that's fair. So I don't know how to broach this subject in terms of like your level of comfort talking about Elon Musk in general. So if there's anything you feel uncomfortable by, you don't have to answer it at all, and it's perfectly fine. Is it okay if I ask some questions like that, or if it's not, then
maybe just like a few. I don't want to like go too deep into it because
no, I feel you.
Yeah.
Again, at any point, if you feel even slight discomfort, you can tell me, and we don't have to talk about it at all.
It's really funny that I played this right after we were sort of taking a little peek into how Ethan Klein was treating his guest who experienced really horrific sexual abuse, or not sexual abuse, but physical abuse and trauma, and how happy he was to, like, I guess, get as much content as he could for his show. Meanwhile, here, Hasan is very clearly like not being as content brained as possible and being like, yeah, you know, like, first of all, the reason that this even happened in the first place was because people were asking Vivian if she wanted to get on Hasan's show. And she said, yeah, I would be open to it if he wanted to have me on. And that's why they even connected in the first place. And when she's talking about some of these issues, he explicitly says, you know, please don't talk about anything you don't want to. You know, I don't want you to, just say you don't want to at any point. That's fine.
We can talk about whatever else. And even before then, I just wanted to start with that, but go into something entirely different and ask you what you enjoy doing in general. Like, what do you do?
I enjoy doing. Well, I like reading. I like watching TV. Pretty normal 20-year-old person activities.
What do you watch?
Recently, I've been on a Yellowjackets kick, actually.
I don't know what that is. I only watch anime for the most part.
Yellowjackets, it's a bunch of lesbians get stuck in the wilderness and then they kind of start eating each other. That's pretty much what it is.
What the f? Okay, wait, I'm gonna look this up now. Wait, what?
Sorry, really quickly. Sorry, chat. Really quickly. Which is a crazy story to tell. A bunch of lesbians. If Lord of the Flies was about a bunch of lesbians instead. But I wanted to talk about this chatter, dude. What is this message? Yeah, unlike the prostitutes he fucked, which was in reference to a chatter saying, what? Hasan respects women. Dude, the fact that you're posting Aru fucking emotes in here, she would hate you. You know that? This is who he's talking. This is who he's subbed to. And he's posting Aru fucking... Dude, she would hate you. Hold up, wait, I want to find one of the countless Venom tweets. Whenever I see anything Venom related, I always get a little crazy. Without fail, within 2 seconds of seeing him, Hurricane Katrina will form, and the feelings will become so intense, if you know what I mean. I don't think it's the symbiote, because I see the blob and feel fine. Anyway, is there a reason for this, or does anyone experience something similar? Terrible news, I'm allergic to pussy. And it says cat allergy. Severe. Okay.
What the hell is this? Okay. Hillary Swank on her Yellowjackets face off with Melanie Linsky in twisted cannibalistic cliffhanger. Okay, did you spoil it by saying it's cannibalism, or is that like a first episode?
No, it's revealed as like they gradually turn into like a cannibal cult. They're lesbians stuck in the wilderness. It's actually, the plots are kind of insane. The writers just decided to put these characters through like literally every form of trauma imaginable. Yeah. It's basically just a bunch of lesbians stuck in the wilderness and then they start eating each other.
Okay.
Okay, spoiler right. Munch. Jesus. We'll skip out a little.
I Ludwig, I know.
You know Ludwig? Yeah, he sucks. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Ludwig catching strays. What the fuck did he do?
I am so sorry.
Yo,
sorry,
you thought Ludwig.
Ludwig, I know.
You know Ludwig? Yeah, he sucks. Don't worry about it.
Wait.
I mean Wendy. I sideman Wendy. Ludwig is one of the Bowser Jr. alts.
No, the content creator Ludwig. He plays.
No.
L for Ludwig, not for you.
Ludwig, I know.
You know Ludwig? Yeah, he sucks. Don't worry about it.
She was thinking of Ludwig von Bowser. Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Yo,
sorry,
you thought Ludwig. What was it? Ludwig von Koopa? Is that what you thought it was? Like a Smash character? That's funny.
You were talking about Smash Brothers, like you said, Ludwig.
Dude, can you imagine your name's Ludwig, and there's a more famous Ludwig that people think of?
You know, it's like, yes, the Bowser Jr.
Elwig.
Damn.
No, it's fine. He's a nerd anyway, so it's okay that you don't know.
Oh, whoa!
I do know who he is.
No. Don't worry about it. No, we're gonna go with we're gonna clip chimp you, and we're gonna act like
I'm
you didn't.
telling him you said I don't know him.
Two more famous Ludwigs. Okay, well, Beethoven doesn't count because nobody refers to Beethoven as Ludwig. They refer to him first as Beethoven. If you were to say just Ludwig, no one would ever think you were talking about Beethoven because you would refer to him as Beethoven. And if you ever do refer to him as Ludwig, you would refer to him as Ludwig van Beethoven. Always. I'm sorry. I've never heard someone else describe Beethoven and call them by their be on a first name basis with fucking Beethoven. Personally. Okay? Good old Luddy B. Like, I've never heard that in my life. Okay? You guys don't know him like I know him.
I will DM him on Instagram. Hasanabi said this about you.
Okay. Who do you watch on? Do you watch Twitch at all?
No.
Yes.
No?
I don't have the patience for live streams.
I feel that.
Fucking based. No. You need to just drink a glass of orange juice on the weekends.
Okay. Who you watch TikTok though? You're on TikTok a lot. You post on TikTok a lot.
I do like once a day. That's not like a lot. I've seen people.
That's a lot for me. I'm 33. I barely can. I mean, I guess I post a lot because my editors post. My editors
you stream
post
for like 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that's different. That's like talk radio.
Is there even talk radio that goes on for 10 hours a day with the same host? That doesn't even exist. What the hell?
For 10 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, there are shows that go on for 10 hours, but they'll like swap out radio hosts and talk show hosts. Like they don't do fucking... Yeah, the most I've seen is like 4, maybe 5.
Me doing talk radio, I could do that. But like TikTok is hard. You got to edit stuff.
Dude, TikTok is so hard. I
don't know how to do it.
Whatever you say.
It's difficult. Anyway, okay, so you post TikTok. Who do you watch on TikTok? Who do you follow on TikTok? Who do you like on TikTok?
Learning School. We're friends. Jory. We do TikTok lives together sometimes. I don't know.
Okay, I have no idea who the dude.
I don't think if I mention anyone, you're gonna know who they are. Because
I'm gonna figure it out. No, there's gonna be one person where I'm like, I love that person. Okay, I know it. That's why I'm asking.
Chuck Dice, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. What the hell? Thank you.
Well, most
really
of the creators I follow are like drag queens.
Okay, all right.
Zelda Vox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm a foe. I don't know if you knew that. I'm a foe to the LGBT community.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know any of the. You met Jory at Creators for Palestine? Oh shit. Okay. Hell yeah. That's what Frogan said. Okay, my bad. Sorry, Jory.
Yeah. I'm telling Jory you said that.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna have a list of every creator you talked about and be like, Hasan said this about you.
Oh, I mean, I already do that. I already do that every day. Don't worry. I do that enough for myself. I already step in the doo-doo. So talk to me about your experiences growing up.
My experience.
Queen 100.
Again, if it's bad, if it's something you don't want to talk about, you don't have to. We can just move on to
151 slide.
Thank you, Queen One. Thank you.
Some shit.
I mean, I don't know what there is to talk about, so I'd rather just move on.
Like, where did you know, school, stuff like that?
I went to school and then I got home from school.
What did you find yourself more interested in?
French.
What did you find yourself more interested in, like in your studies?
French.
Like the language.
This is sick. I don't think I can watch the rest of this. I'm sorry. Your favorite subject was French?
Okay.
Yes.
Do you speak French?
What?
Oui. Let me hear it. Drop some French. Okay, that sounds convincing. I can't speak French. I only speak Turkish. I'm by. Do you speak any other languages?
I know Toki Pona, but I don't think that counts.
What? Tokimon?
Okay, so Toki Pona is this is fucking nerd shit.
What?
It's this fucking conlang. So it's not a real language. You can learn it in like a few days. It has like 100-something words.
What is it? The translated as language of good is a philosophical, artistic, constructed language designed for a small vocabulary.
Yeah.
And ease of acquisition created by Canadian linguist and hyper-polyglot Sonia Lang to simplify her thoughts and communication.
Yeah, we love Sonia Lang. She is a
how did you encounter this?
I like languages, so I just like found it one day and I was like,
wait, did you go to one of the special schools in LA, like all the super smart kids go to?
Oh yeah.
Is that where they teach you about Toki Pona? Because I don't know. I went to public school in Turkey, so it's like, and then I went to private school in Turkey, but still, not. It's. I was shocked because back in the day, I used to ball with my uncle and all of his like LA friends, and we would go to one of these schools because like the dads had the 12 to be able to get in. Like what is it called, Merman or something? It was like one of the schools. That's where we would go.
Yeah, that's the one I went to. What the fuck?
Yeah, so I used to ball in Merman's in the basketball courts at Merman on Sunday mornings, right across from that fucking ginormous the church.
Oh yeah, the giant fucking holy shit.
Yeah.
We had to. Oh my god, this is bringing back memories. Okay.
Yeah, that's the fancy school That's the fancy school I think about all the time. So that's the one you went to?
That's the one I went to for elementary. We had this like the fucking giant ass church that just loomed over the whole ass building.
Yeah.
We had this like music class and we had to do winter recitals. None of us could sing, but we would do like these like winter fucking things. All the grades would do like a song. We had to sing one about snow and dirt. called Snert. It was
Okay.
interesting. It was very interesting.
What are your classmates doing? Like, what happens after that? Do they become like young, enterprising individuals, or do they just go, "This is crazy. Like, I'm
Do
gonna
you keep up
burn
with the
out"?
people you went to elementary school with?
That's a really
Yeah.
good question. I do not, because they're in Turkey, but
Okay,
fair.
actually, that's fair. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Snert. Everyone loved Snert. They're fans of Snert in the chat.
Oh my God. I keep forgetting this is live stream. I'm just like, we're having a conversation because I can't see the Twitch chat or whatever.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's better. That's better, chat. If there's any advice I can give you, if you ever end up on a live stream, don't read the chat. Don't read the chat.
Don't worry about it. It's so much better for you that you're not aware of, because Twitch chat is really annoying. Like earlier today, I was interviewing a doctor from Cuba. He's like literally logging on from Cuba, and chat is like chirping at me. 30, 40,000 people yelling at me about my audio. You know, it breaks. It's the number one trick to have a normal conversation on this platform is to never have an eye on chat.
I see.
Okay, so going back to Merman and Snert. So what was the class?
But what if I want low self-esteem and stuff? Well, the problem is that, like, in my experience, sorry, not in my experience, but brains are stupid and they focus on the negatives way more than they focus on the positives. So, like, I forget the exact name of the bias or the exact name of, like, the fallacy. I think it is bias. Like, negativity bias, it can't be right. It's something else, but
Chat is like the inside of the streamer's head. You can't read it during an interview or the cops will bust in case someone is owing or just.
Stop, Perilous, stop. Negativity, it is actually negativity bias. Wow, okay. Even when positive or neutral things of equal intensity occur, things of a more negative nature have a greater effect on one's psychological state and processes than neutral or positive things. TLDR, if you pick up $5 off the street, or like, let's make it $20, inflation and all that. When you pick up $20 off the street, it feels pretty good. You're like, $20. But if you lose $20, it feels really bad. You just feel losses more and you feel negative things way more. Or like, for example, if you invite 5 friends to come and 4 people show up and one person just like ghosts you, you'll feel that one person almost as equally as the 4 people who showed up. Just that negative things elicit stronger emotions in you. I think it's a 1 to 3 if I remember correctly. That sounds right. I lost $20 2 months ago and I still think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Anon, thank you so much for the 10 gifts. What the hell? Wait, really? Now I feel bad for never responding. I'm telling you, chat, the best thing you can do is respond. The best thing you can do is just say, hey, I'm really sorry. I just can't make it. I'm just going to be busy. Even if you're not busy, you should tell people. I'm still not great at this. I'm still really bad at replying to people. So like, I need to take my own advice, but like, yeah, you should. Anyways, I forgot why I said this. Why did I bring up negativity bias?
What were the classes like? Because I was always fascinated with this school. Because I always
Why did I bring this up? What the hell?
So going back to Merman and Snert. So
not reading chat. Yeah, because like 90-something% of chat will be positive, and it'll be like Kex and people having a good time. But you'll read one chat message that says like, "Ugh, your voice sounds so annoying," or whatever. And if you're not like used to, and you're not like prepped to know that there are some people there that are just gonna be mean because they want to elicit a reaction, you will get one guide, right? You will get one guide. It takes like, you have to have had read chat for a long time to realize that there are some people that they don't actually mean anything that they're saying. They're saying it because they want you to feel bad. And once you realize that, you like strip them of the power that they have, because you realize they don't actually believe any of these things. They're saying it because they think it'll get to you, right? So it doesn't matter and you shouldn't care about it. But if you don't know that, if you haven't learned what trolling in chats looks like, and you haven't learned what bait looks like, you're like, you feel bad when you see that. So you shouldn't read chat, because the majority of chat will be nice and base and great. But then there's like 1% that is trying to get a reaction out of you. And that's their only goal. So yeah.
What were the classes like? Because I was always fascinated with this school. Because I always jokingly referred to it as like the school for gifted children, like X-Men style. Did you guys have like a bald?
So fucking boring.
Did you have a bald professor that was in a wheelchair, like super high tech wheelchair that could use telepathy and stuff?
Sorry, what the fuck is he talking about? Sorry, the other thing is you can't convey emotions in text very well. So sometimes people will say something and it just comes off really mean. It'll be like, do you own any other shirts? And maybe in their head they were like, it's a funny joke, like, do you even own any other shirts? But if you're not in a great mental state, or you're having a bad day or a bad week, or maybe you're like more self-conscious about one thing over the other, you'll read it as way more negative than it actually is. Luckily, I think I like to laugh at myself a lot. And I also have experienced real bullying. So when I see chat, I always think it's pretty funny.
It's not.
No.
Damn, don't roll your eyes at a Marvel reference. I'm a fucking boomer.
It was literally just a school, and they got in like so many scandals when we were.
No, dude. What do you mean? Don't roll your eyes at a Marvel reference. Oh God, dude. At least say X-Men. No.
When we were like in elementary, the people who were shit talking my elementary school on Twitch.
No, it's on deck. Merman, it's on site, Merman.
Okay.
Do it.
So I went to fucking. They got in a. Oh, bye, bitch. So chat. They got in a bunch of fucking scandals.
I'm getting a drink.
You better. I need a drink. Okay. So
Actually true, dude. Actually fucking true. I can't get on another person's show without being like, wait 1 second. You have a shot of something? Just anything. It's fine. Whatever you got. I don't care. All right. Perfect. All right. I want to get to the. I do want to get to the Elon Musk conversations, if that's okay with you guys. I'm going to skip a little bit of the school stuff. Sorry, my public school ass can't relate to anything in here. I'm just like, yeah, I went to a school.
You gotta get on. We gotta get you on the GeoGuessr.
Sorry, I'm not nepo baby enough. I'm sorry.
I have professional world class GeoGuessr community member in here who's. Oh, no, not Rainbow. He's
it's some of them. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, fucking, what is that? A Knicks hat?
Yeah, I'm not even a fan of the Knicks, really. I don't really care, but it's my.
Why are you wearing it?
My buddy Noah, when he was staying with me, he left it here, so I'm just wearing it today. I'm having a bad hair day.
Oh.
Yeah, one time when I was at the DN.
Yes, cunting. Yes. Oh my God, she's cunting. I wouldn't know anything about that. Honestly, same girl, same. Me and you both.
See, one time I had 60,000 people listening to me piss because I thought that I had muted my microphone, but I had not. And luckily I didn't. Luckily, like, listen, it was a long day. Luckily I didn't like fart or anything because I was like, okay, what do you mean? Sometimes
this is disgusting.
Sometimes it happens, and I was able to. It was just a normal stream. Otherwise, outside of that, anyway, okay. So Astranova School, I'm looking at it, and it says,
did they change the name?
Yeah, Astranova School, successor to Ad Astra, is a nonprofit online school founded by Elon Musk and Joshua Dawn on the campus of SpaceX. The Washington Post said it was possible
middle school.
That it was possibly the most exclusive school in the world. So it was online.
Okay, no, it was physical. It was literally on. It was like in the SpaceX building. That's where I went to middle school.
Wait. Oh, so Elon Musk starts this saying in an interview that his children aren't doing the things I thought should be done, and then hired Joshua Dawn to design the new school and teach a small group of students. Okay, I'm sensing a lot of similarities with like the way that Kanye West operates here. This is like no wonder they took that famous photo side by side. Mainly must own children and those SpaceX employees for free. Wait, SpaceX employees went there too? Like their children went there too?
I think I don't know. I didn't ask people about their parents.
That's gotta be a L, because you're like, I really want to get a better job here. So like, in order to suck up to my boss, I'm going to send my son or daughter to this school that he designed.
It was so stupid.
Was it good? What did you learn?
Joshua Dawn was actually amazing though. Like no shade to him. He was amazing.
Okay.
They literally just stole him from Merman. He was one of the Merman teachers, and then they just like fucking up and stole him.
Okay. Merman rears his head again. Even here. Okay. So grades, foreign language studies, and music lessons were notably absent from the school's curriculum.
So mad that there were no fucking language things, because this language is like the thing I'm best at, and it's the thing I'm most.
I mean, grades, I've seen like literature that seems to suggest that having grades, especially in public school, is not great. And kids perform better when grading isn't as big of a factor. So you will still have you can still have regional testing. So in New York, there were Regents exams, for example, where just to make sure that students are learning what they should be learning, maybe I think when we were, I don't know, 13 or 12 or 13 or something, we had to take a standardized state math and English test, and we had to pass those. But other than, again, high school was Regents in New York. Oh, okay. Was it high school? I don't remember. I remember taking the Regents exams. But I'm in favor of standardized testing by the state, just to make sure that students are learning the basics of math and reading and basic literature, basic science, just to make sure that there aren't some students are falling behind. Because if you can find, everyone in this school did really poorly in math, there's probably some bigger problem. We can go in, take a look at what they're doing, and maybe improve their curriculum. So I think, again, standardized testing every 4 years or so for students is not necessarily a bad thing. But grades in class, for example, homework, the fact that I could do my homework, but I didn't get, and I tried hard, but I didn't get every answer right, so I got less credit on my homework. That was so infuriating. I remember being upset about it, because it's but the purpose of the homework is to get me to try at home, and I did it. So why do I not have perfect grades? What the fuck is this bullshit? This is stupid. This is dumb. What? Which and then the problem is me being the student that I was and being in my head, I was I have no value if I don't have perfect straight A's. What I ended up doing was just cheating on all my homework. By cheating, I mean, I would make sure that the answers were all right. I stopped learning and I started just finding the answers online. Because what's the point of trying to do it and trying to learn while doing it if I can just find the answers online and send it to you? I don't care if I learn it. I don't care if I memorize it. Except math, which I loved math. I just absolutely loved math. But I was taught to like math because I had a bunch of good math teachers in a row. So with math, I would take it home and I would be really excited to learn why something was the way that it was. And I was really excited to figure it out and to have it click in my brain. With everything else, I was whatever, I'll just fucking Google it. And I don't care if I remember this shit. It doesn't matter to me. Which is not how school is supposed to be. School is supposed to teach you to learn, in my opinion. And in other states, or not states, but countries like Finland, for example, a lot of the classes are not necessarily graded traditionally in the American way, where traditionally you have to have homeworks and quizzes and exams and you get graded. And depending on how well you do on any of these things, your grade will suffer or it will benefit from them. I forget what the specific word is, but non-grading schooling, you have quizzes, but the purpose of the quiz is to see how much you know. It doesn't count towards your grade or against your grade. It's, you took this quiz and you got 7 out of 10 questions correct. Okay, let's see what these 3 are that you were stuck on. Let's figure out why you didn't understand these. You're not going to get graded negatively for it. You won't get graded for it at all. It's, okay, well, you didn't seem to understand this period of time. What about it what are you struggling with? And then you can go point by point because it's an assessment to help students with the things that they're struggling with, rather than, you did poorly. Okay, there you go. Okay, you did great. So it just doesn't reward good behavior. It doesn't reward wanting to learn. So removing grading from school curriculum, I think on a lot of different fronts is good, especially public school. I think it's very good.
Interesting. I did not find out that I was so into languages until high school when I could finally take language classes. It was fucking annoying. But whatever. No, the school was insane. Literally insane. It was on crack. I don't even know how to describe it. It was the classes were fine. They had 4 professors, so they all taught a million classes. One of our classes was literally just Excel spreadsheets, which was kind of insane, but whatever. I'm good at Excel now, I guess.
Wait, one of the classes was straight up teaching you Excel spreadsheets?
Pretty much.
That's so fucking lame. That's crazy.
Damn, my brain is so cooked. I heard that and said, wow, you could learn Excel as a middle schooler? That's so cool. God, Chad, am I cooked? Chad, am I cooked? We still have grading for almost all exams and courses. Well, yeah, I think not standardized, but exams at the end of the year are good because you want to make sure people actually learned anything. Because if they didn't, and they don't know anything in that specific subject or whatever, it doesn't make sense to send them to the next year and then learn the more difficult stuff when they didn't even figure out the old stuff. Like, you need to have that, right? Because you're hurting the children by not doing any form of grading. It's about like quizzes and homeworks and participation, that sort of stuff. It's harsh to grade people on that stuff. You've been sold a romanticized version of the school. The only purpose of public school in North America is to prepare people to work. I mean, you don't have to tell me that. I made a decision that I love math and I liked science and I didn't like anything else. So everything else, I either cheated on the exams or I had other people, I would trade homework basically. I'd be like, I'll do your math homework if you do my history homework. Because I gave up on learning those subjects. I was like, this doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the grades. So I'm going to get good grades. The end result is what matters. So I'm just going to go do that.
Okay, you're all right. You like the Excel spreadsheet class?
The bar was low. The bar was very low.
Okay, listen. As someone who's taken the
weird thing.
As someone who's taken the RADS test, listen, I'm not going to say anything, but if you're the RADS autism test and got very high marks on it, I'm not going to say anything, but if you like the Excel spreadsheet class, you know, that's like, okay.
Ha ha ha.
Autism test, that's so shocking. I'm shocked. I'm positively bewildered.
All right, well, there are many different ways of figuring this out, like learning at an early age that you really like Excel spreadsheets.
I did really like, okay. No, oh my God, I can't wait. Okay.
Yeah. So are you a GeoGuessr wizard?
It was the most efficient program you could use for organizing things in video games, okay? Sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. You want me to use Word? You want me to use WordPad? Like, what the fuck do you want? You want me to fucking write it down on a pen and paper like I live in the fucking dark ages? Okay? I'm sorry. Organizing a raid is more efficient when you have an Excel spreadsheet for it.
Okay. I'm not very, I'm good at languages. So when I play GeoGuessr, I try to find the language and then I can immediately identify like the region where it's in.
Okay.
Country. Yeah.
That's cool. You gotta get on. We gotta get you on the GeoGuessr tip. I have professional world class GeoGuessr community member in here who's No, not Rainbow. He's dope as well, obviously. But no, his name is M.
Scarlet comments next he will insult Venn diagram.
But he's fantastic. He also hangs out with Rainbow time to time online. But no, Rainbow is great. Anyway, all right. So you don't do GeoGuessr. We gotta get you on GeoGuessr. Maybe we'll do a collab with Rainbow. Would you do that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Would you be down? All right, that's cool. Okay, so I'm still looking at the Ad Asher thing. So the curriculum focuses on first principles of thinking, decision making, collaboration.
It was a weird. Also, my favorite memories of Astro were we made weapons out of PVC pipes and then fought each other. That was fun.
Okay.
I made a type.
Wait, is that a scenario? Is that a part of Conundrums to encourage constructive disagreement?
No, it wasn't a part of anything. We just had a bunch of fucking PVC pipe laying around. So, being the 12-year-olds we made weapons out of them and then fought each other.
Okay.
And I was like good at it. I made a trident and I was eating everyone up.
You should go and hit up the dojo I went to in Japan.
Dojo?
Yeah, and learn the art of kendo and cut with a katana, cut a tatami mat. Put that fighting skill to test.
Holy shit.
Conundrums have been used in millions of classrooms in partnership with Class Dojo. Synthesis, a venture-backed educational technology company founded in 2020, is also based on the work of Astranova. Okay, so after that, you move on, right? You're 14. It says here that Elon moved it from the SpaceX campus after that, so I guess it turned into an online school?
No. It turned into an online school as soon as my younger brothers graduated, which after they said it wouldn't, so whatever.
Okay,
it's fine. It completely fucked over all of the professors constantly on a constant basis.
Yeah, well, he's never done that before, so
I don't know.
That's a totally new thing. A new rug pull. Okay, so yeah. we're okay, but this is not about Elon Musk. This is about you. So you move on from there. You go to a normal high school after that.
I went to Crossroads. I don't know if I would define it as normal.
Okay, I assume Crossroads is another one of those. It's another. So another one is like Harvard Westlake style schools, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
One of the insane private high schools.
Yeah, those are the reason why I was explaining this. The reason why I was explaining this to chatters is because they don't understand. Like, these are basically like farm programs where a big chunk of the kids that go here are the children of like Hollywood producers, things like that.
Yeah, it was like Nepo baby school.
Yeah, yeah. It's like they're all usually Nepo baby schools. And yeah, that's why tons of celebrities also went there. Like I'm sure, or was there anyone from your class that's like now like in Hollywood?
In my class, we graduated like 2 years ago, but the most famous one is Gwyneth Paltrow's kid Apple was in my year.
Their name is Apple? Gwyneth Paltrow has a child named Apple?
I think it's Gwyneth Paltrow.
I don't know. I don't know any.
Welcome back to Apple, bro.
Like I've been living in LA for like 12 years, I think it's been.
She got in a scandal because my friend texted me this. She went to this like basically Nepo baby ball and she wore this super fucking expensive dress and then didn't wear a necklace. And I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. You look like that. You would not understand. But
what the fuck? I can understand. How dare you?
Okay. Well, she wore this like gorgeous dress and it like framed her like this area, like upper chest, like framed portrait, and it was just blank. There was no necklace, and she was supposed to wear a necklace and then didn't wear the necklace. And that's how you know we weren't friends, because if we weren't friends, I would have told her to wear the necklace.
Okay, damn, you're calling.
Dude, I'm not. I'm so, oh my.
Now, you're calling out Apple pretty hard right now.
I'm sorry, Apple.
It's so true though. She needed a necklace. She's absolutely right though.
Okay, we talked like one time.
Yeah. Is this it? Wait a minute. Is it?
What?
Is this literally it? Hold on.
Oh, God.
The Apple Martin's Valentino dress for Louis Vuitton. Oh my God. Why is this a news article? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see what I'm so you can look at what I'm looking at. Hold on.
I did not mean to expose you on his thought.
I mean, she's right. It does look very naked without the necklace. Yeah, she is right. I think anytime you're wearing like a strapless dress, you need something there. It looks so.
I don't think
also,
Apple is a big fan. I suspect that she's not. Is this it?
Yeah, she should have worn a necklace, and then she didn't wear a necklace, and it bothered me. Or any jewelry.
Damn, you held this with you. This is a year long. I mean, that's a couple months ago. It wasn't a year ago.
Like 4 months.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no.
You saw that and you were like, that girl, that deserves a necklace.
No, I was literally like drunk ranting.
Dude, this is how you know I know nothing about fashion. Besides me only owning one shirt, this is how you know I know nothing about fashion. Because I'm not joking, guys. I own one necklace. It's a really nice necklace that was gifted to me by a friend, but like I only own one.
Yeah, drunk ranting to my friend about this because time zone difference. So when she was texting me, I was like out with my friends because it was like a Saturday night. And I was like, fucking, like, why is she not wearing a necklace? Yeah, gorgeous dress. I don't know her. So sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful gowns.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I don't really know too much about this stuff, but I do think that it's like there's too much. There's too much.
I think the problem was that when I was younger, I was more femme. And I spent a lot of time and I had like a lot of jewelry and I had like, I used to do nail art and I used to do all this other stuff. And then I just got lazier as an adult. And then I just became like a min-maxing person. Like, I'm like, I can't, dude. I can't. I'm just so lazy. She's playing with her hot dog again. Actually, I had to go get another. Look, this one looks less like a hot dog.
Too much negative space here. Like, it's the wide open.
Yeah.
You pop a big chunky necklace there potentially. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apple's not here to defend herself, so it's inappropriate.
I'm so sorry, Apple Martin.
Okay, so you like this nerdy language thing that I had never heard of before. What else? I forgot where it went away. The nerdy language thing. But what was it called? What was the language thing called?
Toki Pona.
You think it's harder to be more femme when you're on a male-dominated audience like Twitch? I mean, I do think so, and I think like a lot of the, even if it's not necessarily true, a lot of the large female content creators on Twitch give off the air of being not invested in femme things, if that makes sense. Like, you're not allowed to be vocally femme. You have to be effortlessly femme, if that makes sense. I'm just a gamer and lazy. I want to be clear. That one's on me. That has nothing to do with growing an audience. Guys, like, I can't even get myself to go book an appointment or walk in to get my nails done. That's how lazy I am. Like, I'm so lazy that I can't be fucked. Like, there are nail salons that are within walking distance, and I can't be fucked to go walk and sit down for 20 minutes. And I'm just like, I'll make sure to do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then like a year has gone by. Most recently, my hair. This is another one that I'm really bad about, where like, let me see if I can find it. Because I like the femme. I'm just lazy is the problem, which is not, because I'm not joking, guys. I see all of it as like, this is taking away from my gaming time. I got my hair done. They're saying your nails look good. Do you have any tips for growing them out? I'm sorry. I'm going to be a cunt here and say I've been lucky to have strong nails. I don't do anything special for them, so I can't help. I wish I could. But I got my hair fully like orange. I just checked the date on it, May 10th, 2024. So it's been like 3/4 of a year. So like my hair has grown this much in like a little under a year. Sorry, I'm trying to like show it off in a way that's good. Okay, I think that's good, which is a pretty good amount. This is, yeah, in 10 months I got this much new fresh hair. And you can see about like maybe 5 months ago, I had it sort of touched up here. Like you can see where it starts like black and then it's like orange, or sorry, like brown, and then it's orange. Oh, also technically there's like, it's black here and then it's dark brown and then it's like a darker brown here because I got it touched up a little bit. And then it's where I got it all bleached. And I'm just like, dude, I gotta go and get it touched up again because it looks good on stream because I'm very good at making it look good on stream. But in real life, it looks a lot blockier. But I have an idea. I have a hair idea. I wanted to do this, chat. I thought this would be cool. Not the red bangs. I like my bangs being dark. I wanted to do this. It's called a double peekaboo. Basically, the way that it works is that there's the bottom of it is one color. And then if you're doing a double peekaboo, it's like you would have another strip that's one color and then another strip that's another color. And it looks expensive. It's actually not, because it's just, you're not doing any fading or anything difficult. So this is what like a normal peekaboo would look like, where again, the very bottom of it is like, it would be like from here down is all one color, but then the top part would be like dark. And I thought the contrast would look so cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Here's like another example that I think looks kind of cool. And then again, the double peekaboo just gives you more layers of it, which is what's happening here, which is why you can see more of the different sections. And I'm like, ooh, I kind of love that. What color? I would probably keep going with the copper. I really like copper red tones and stuff. I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I think that's the next you would say with that. Oh, thanks. Thanks. It looks really cool. I think it looks really cool. Here's like another example. Oh, this one might be a video. This one might be cool.
This is my client.
Please select 2 objects that are the same shape. Okay, thank you.
This is my client who came in wanting to go a little bit darker than her natural color and to add a pink peekaboo. I sectioned out the peekaboo section where we were going to be lightening and started working on evening out the hair before lightening the roots. I used the double foil technique, which helps me to separate the dark hairs going down into the end and make sure the strand is going to be as even as possible. Once those sections are ready, I then remove those foils and start applying the light onto the roots as well.
Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit.
Magenta, which is my favorite. They seal the cuticle and add so much shine. I wanted to show you guys how beautiful it already looked straight before curling it. We were so in love with the sectioning of this peekaboo. The pink was so bright and even, and the brown color was so gorgeous and natural as well. I absolutely
Doesn't that look so cool? Doesn't that look so cool? And then again, a double peekaboo would be that more of it would come through, like more of it would show, because you would have 2 separate sections that do that. And I like my hair layered, so I would want more of it to show. So anyways, yeah, I thought it looked really cool, and I kind of like wanted to do something. Not this color. I don't like this color. I don't like this color on me. I'm not a big neon colors, but maybe like a red. I'm kind of down for like a red. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Probably hella expensive. Like I said, it's actually not, because the technique is very easy, because you just section off huge chunks of hair and then bleach. You don't have to do any fading. You don't have to do anything crazy. So yeah, but that's like one thing I've wanted to do for a while. And I'm like, I'm going to book the appointment any day now. So like where the laziness meets the ADHD, and I've just been, it's been months now, and I'm like, I'm going to book the appointment any day now. I'm going to book the appointment any day now. So like, that's my problem. My problem is that I want to embrace the femme, and I like it and I love that stuff, But I can't. Oh my God, I just put it off forever. Set a reminder. Yeah, I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Tokipona. I'm not like as good at it as I used to be.
Toki
I haven't.
Pona.
Yeah, it was this. I like.
Can you hit me with some?
Like
can you spit some in Toki Pona? What is that?
I don't want to. Because I'm bad at it now.
Do it. Come on. You already started it. What does that
Great.
mean?
It means I can't speak Tokipona.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying some messed up things.
All right. Okay. I want to see what's next. Because again, if we watch this entire thing, we will never get through it. So I want to be reasonable here, chat. Okay. All right. They talk about some more fashion stuff.
Amy Chickies are the best there. And then I think like Lawson's has the best egg sandwiches.
Okay. Chicken tendies and egg sandwiches. Okay.
Those guys are making good points. Let's ban him. No, it's fine. It's not a serious thing. It's something that it's something like Nabisco gave me a literal pass. Like Wheat Thins sent me a
yeah, that was really funny. The cracker gate.
Cracker pass.
What is Nabisco?
Nabisco is the holding group or the larger corporation that.
Dude, what is Nabisco is giving? It's a banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10.
Owns Wheat Thins and many other cookies and snacks like that.
They gave you crackers? That's fucking hilarious.
They sent me crackers and a pass, like a cracker pass. I don't even know where it is. I've lost it.
That's kind of amazing, I will admit.
Yeah, so it's that brand safe. It's that brand safe for me to say it. It's not like a real thing.
I hate the snack. I almost said I hate crackers. I mean the snack.
No, you're okay. You are right as fuck. You can say it. Don't worry.
I'm literally like translucent.
Yeah. No, but
anyway.
the reason why I was talking about like, you know, American brain rot and whatnot is like I want to hear your experiences about being visibly trans online, and I don't mean that like clocking or anything like that. I mean like being a famous trans person online
I'm famous and I'm trans. I don't fucking know.
Exactly. Whose father is you know at the forefront of the anti-trans agenda alongside this administration that's doing like horrible, awful shit. Like, how does that make you feel? How do you feel about that?
God, what is there to feel about that? Okay, so I am a trainee. I am famous. Sometimes people are mad at me because I am a trainee. That happens a lot more because I am famous, which I don't care. People can send me as many hate comments as they want. As for the political aspect, it feels fucking phenomenal. How do you think that feels, Hasan?
No, I mean, I look, I can't. I have no idea. I get enough
It's great.
shit being, you know, like pro-Palestine, being Muslim, having a name like Hasan and shit. Like but I've like being a woman online already, not to come across like Mr. male feminist here, but like from what I've seen from my friends in this industry, being a woman online is like automatically you're getting a faucet of endless hate. And then also from my trans friends, being a trans woman online is like doubling down on that. And
Pretty
then
much.
on top of that, you know, being a trans person who's, you know, it's just, it's gotta be a lot. And, you know, I feel for you for sure. But I just meant like overall, like, where do you see America going? How the fuck did this happen? How did you know, what was the transition for your dad going from like somewhat of a liberal darling? I was never a fan. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that.
This is not something you agree on. I fucking know him. He was never on the left.
No. He was presented. He was presented.
I know the bitch. I mean, it's very obvious, I feel like, to most people who see any of the interviews that Elon Musk has done. He just, like, it feels like he desperately craves validation, and he will say and do whatever he has to get that validation. And he has his positions and his personal opinions, but those matter less. And it just so happens that right now, having his positions that he already has, his right-wing positions, is in vogue. And that's why he's happy to publicly endorse what he already feels, right? But he always, and this has been a common thing, like, just if you are a billionaire, you are right-wing by nature. it is just not possible to be a leftist and be a billionaire. It's not possible. It is fundamentally impossible. He just liked pretending to be liberal presenting.
Presented as a liberal darling is what I meant. Because
a marketing theme.
Yeah, I think that it was always bullshit for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
it works enough for this bitch named Boy in a Band to make a video called "This Man is Literally Saving the World." And you wanted to punch him in the face.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh no. Oh.
I loved his music at the time.
Wait.
I was so mad.
Okay, that's brave. That is very brave of you to admit that you liked Boy in a Band's music at the time.
I was 10, okay.
Wait, we gotta pull it up. Hold on, let's react to it. Hold on. Yeah.
What the fuck these ladies look like? I don't even know what laws there are. I was never told what laws there are.
Sometimes you come across people who completely
No, you guys don't have to feel bad, by the way, about making fun of this guy, because he's also like some weird fucking abuser piece of shit. So have fun and laugh it off, chat, okay?
human being is capable
do
of.
this today. Oh dear God, I cannot believe
This is the most transphobic thing I've ever done.
How is this video so? God, if I ever get sent to Guantanamo, this is what they're going to torture
I told you, this is not a safe space. I'm an enemy. I'm a foe. This is LGBT foe activities right now. Okay, lock in.
I live for the messiness. This is crazy.
Oh my God.
Hasan, I have a question.
What's up? What's up? Go ahead.
Were you ever told what laws there are?
He's gonna cook. He's gonna tell us. My favorite boy in a band moment is when he was like, I was never taught how to do taxes in school. That's another big video of his, but you probably like that one because you said you were a fan.
And okay, he had this song with Odd Ones Out. It was cute. So like I was not 10. I think that was not 10 years ago. That was like 6 years ago. That was cute. I listened to that song. It was cute. It was.
And then you realize who he is, and it's like, actually, wait.
Fine. It was whatever.
Okay, let's see how this watching anything from the year 2015 is always going to be cringe regardless. But let's see how timely this is. Like, let's see if
the chokehold that epic rap battles had on everyone.
This holds up.
And still has.
Today I'm going to show you.
Wait, boy in a band is not a great guy. That makes me a bit sad cause I remember as a kid liking his nerdy StarCraft music videos with Husky StarCraft. Why are so many guys terrible people? Oh my God.
Yeah.
One of those people. Someone who is basically a real life Iron Man, but less of a douche.
I'm killing myself.
Fusion react.
I cannot do this. I cannot do this today or any day or any year.
It's 10 seconds. You made it to 13 seconds.
Oh my God.
Less of a douche with a slightly fewer glowing blue fusion reactors.
No.
Embedded in his chest. Well, at least he hides it well. I'll set the scene of my discovery. After committing to the imminent destruction of my dear sleeping pattern, I was perusing through the internet until I happened upon an article about Tesla, a company developing electric cars.
I can't say it's not amazing.
Oh God.
Dude, the B-roll of him like scrolling his computer. Now we all enjoy high class content like this. Guys, he dropped a night routine. Wait, a couple things. One, he just got in for a cold bath. Like, I guess like an ice bath just to get into another bath. You just got, and then does this person's shirt says Jesus saves you? I'm gonna say it, chat. I'm gonna say it. This is my one fashion take, okay? I've always hated Saint Laurent. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All their stuff looks cheap and ugly. I'm sorry. Yves Saint Laurent, I'm sorry. One of the worst luxury brands I've ever seen in my life. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's awful, every part of it. I'm sorry if this is controversial. I don't like it. Their cologne is good? Okay, I don't know anything about, listen. I don't know. I can't speak on their cologne. I can't speak on their fragrances. All I can speak on is their purses and their shoes and their accessories. And they're all really fucking uggo. They're just so, it's like the IKEA of luxury brands. I get offended looking at it. All right. Maybe their colognes is good. I don't know anything about their colognes.
How do I wake up at 3:50 a.m.? Listen, I go to sleep early because temptation lives late at night. I need you to lock in. Tomorrow, we got to do at least 10,000.
So he's memeing it up. Good for him, dude. Good for him.
Dennis, let's not judge men for this behavior when this is at least one muscle. Why? Moist step in the right.
What's the point of this thing? I don't know. Why duct tape your mouth closed? Oh, is that it's like you put these magnets and then it opens your nostrils. But it's usually really used for deviated septums. Oh. 1, no shotties reading the Bible. Okay. 2, out of all of the books you can read, the Bible is easily one of the most boring. Like, the storytelling is not that good. Sorry, it's not that good. Pick up any Penguin classic and it'll be better. This is a terrible way to sleep. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Sleeping with the necklace on is diabolical, I'm going to be honest. Sleeping with the bracelet and the necklace is diabolical. Oh my God. Every part of it, dude. Every part of it is just giving me, me when I got my child's bedtime at 7:34 p.m. Man.
It's very 2015, but I kind of live.
This is back in fashion now. It's cyclical.
I sleep with my jewelry on. I mean, it depends on what jewelry you have, right? Patrick Bateman. I mean, I was explaining it to someone else who'd never seen this yesterday. I was hanging out with my normie friend and they were like, what is happening? I don't understand. I was like, you haven't seen like this guy who has like his nighttime and his morning routines or whatever? And they were like, what? So I showed it to them and they were like, well, I don't understand. And I was like, it's basically just like romanticizing Bateman from like American Psycho. It's that, but like actually people want to watch it for some reason and people want to do it. Do your normie friends not use the internet? No, they're just in different parts of the internet.
This is...
Yeah.
It's
I wouldn't have the red streak like so large. I would have done like more subtle, but you know, it's a cute like branding thing.
Than I do about...
Damn. Apparently, she apparently posted on her Instagram story.
Hiker, very cool. 10 out of 10. Very cool experience. Would do it again. I had a great time, honestly. Like, amazing. My apologies to Ludwig for thinking he was talking about the Koopaling, though. Don't come for me. I was just on stream with Hasan.
Dude, Elwig really earning that title. Earning the title of Elwig, man. Fuck.
Spotting continuity errors, but this article mentioned the owner of Tesla had just been asked if he would pay for a museum of the company's namesake. Nikola Tesla, an inventor who was as bad...
Sorry, I really have to pee, so I'm gonna pee.
Badass as he is dead. The owner of the company gave...
He's shocking. He's shocked in real time. He saw Nikola Tesla. He's like, ooh.
$1 million to fund the museum. And I thought, that's a lot of money for a random internet publicity stunt. This guy seems freaking cool. And what other cool stuff he's done? Oh wow, his company has forced all the massive car manufacturing companies towards practical electric vehicles. Ah, but wait, the power plants will still have to...
I'm gonna get banned on Twitch.
Oh wow, he's chairman of another company that put more solar than any other. But wait, what if it's already too late to curb climate change and the planet is doomed? Oh wow, he's made another company that is single-handedly pushing humanity towards
Don't you always...
Oh my God, not fucking colonizing Mars shit. That's not happening, people. It's a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it would take to colonize Mars? Do you know how long it would take to terraform that thing? It's a fucking marketing scheme that everyone somehow falls for. This is my native language, I promise. That everyone somehow fell for, despite being like debunked by a fucking Google search. Like, are you serious?
No, I do think that we are progressively getting dumber and dumber as a society. Is one of the things that I yell about quite a bit. But this was, I mean, you're nailing a lot of the reasons why I was always initially annoyed with Elon Musk from the jump, because of all of this stuff where it was like, this is not happening. Like, on paper, I remember having these conversations with like the donut media guys who were like car guys, right? And I was like, on paper, I'm supposed to love this person because like a green energy focused person who, but he's not exactly. I'm saying like on paper, he's supposed to be like leading the charge on renewable energy and electric vehicles and yet, you know, he's such a fucking douchebag.
Like 10 years? 10 years that facade worked? God.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so but all of these lies though, it still seems to work because I mean, this is the first time I've ever experienced, like I've expected, and people who understand the market a lot better than me have thought that like, oh, well, you know, we should short Tesla. It's inevitably going to
look up E ratio and then look at Tesla stock compared to other car companies.
Yeah, no, exactly, because it's not a car company, it's a tech company, right? It's just like a silly.
It's not a car company. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, exactly. But
okay, sorry, I'm back. Dude, I was listening and the terraforming Mars thing, it always pissed me off since day one because he's always talked about how it'll be the dream to do that in his lifetime or in our lifetime or whatever. But in reality, like first of all, we don't even have the tech for large scale terraforming. It doesn't exist. Rapid large scale terraforming, it doesn't exist. And when I'm saying rapid, I mean like terraforming even just a football field over the course of a handful of years. So there's that. Second, the amount of resources it would take to send people to Mars. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people who haven't even seen The Expanse and don't understand that when you make offshore colonies on places that don't have natural resources and don't have environments that are hospitable for Earth life forms, there is a lot of time and effort and resources that are dedicated to getting resources from Earth to Mars or to wherever else. You have to dedicate so many resources. Expanse is a TV show? Yeah. It highlights a lot of the things that would happen and will happen under this current timeline. You will have the millionaires, what does Kyle Clancy call them? The robber barons that benefit off of everyone else's suffering. And you have a huge bargaining chip when you are the billionaire on Earth that gets to control which resources go where. And everyone else relies on Earth for food, for water, for fucking air. Marvel rotted an entire generation's brain, yeah. But it's always been like a scheme. It's always been a marketing scheme. It always has been a marketing scheme. Am I against terraforming as a concept? Of course not. Terraforming as a concept is incredible. And terraforming technology would be heavily we would receive so many benefits from being able to successfully terraform entire swaths of land for Earth. But we don't have that right now because it's very complicated. It's literally reversing global warming technology. Yeah. People don't get that our bodies are used to Earth's gravity, meaning babies born on Mars could experience physiological defects as they develop. It doesn't matter if we terraform it. It's nearly impossible for us to live there. I mean, as it currently exists, yeah. The thing is, the idea would be that you would be able to set up environments that are conducive for human growth and development and everything. But moving on, like literally, if you haven't seen The Expanse, you should go watch it. It's really good. It's really good. And to be clear, when I was a kid, the coolest thing to me, and it still kind of is the coolest thing, is like space travel. It's so cool. It's so cool. I just don't think space travel should come at the expense, not the expanse, the expense of people's real lives, people who exist today. We should continue to fund NASA. We should continue to fund space exploration. We should continue to fund studying everything that exists in space, right? There is no, in my opinion, reason not to. You say that because you want blue aliens like Liara to exist? Wrong. I say that because I want blue aliens like Samara to exist, okay? You and I are not the same. You and I are not the same. Get it right. Please. Don't offend me here. Jesus. Which is also true. I would like that. But also, like, you don't know what, like, research will bring, right? She will kill you. Good. That's the point. Yes. Denims, are you a smoker? No, I'm too much of a pussy-ass bitch to be a smoker. I, like many other people, though, have wanted to be a smoker because I think deep, sexy smoker voices are so hot. But I'm too much of a pussy-ass bitch, so.
I feel
What's
like...
a Samara? Why is it pulling up the grunge? What's a Samara with you? Shut the fuck up. This is a Samara. It's a beautiful, sexy blue alien lady. Okay? All right.
Like when you associate with enough people who have a vested financial interest in your stock succeeding, people kind of just like inevitably they start believing the lie themselves almost because they tell it so much. Yeah. And he's always been seen as a Keyman as well, which is why when he lies and as long as he maintains his brand, Keyman. Keyman is either a benefit or oftentimes an issue for companies. When you're evaluating companies, you look at Keyman. If they leave, then the company tanks entirely because like the entire stock valuation relies on this one singular person and how they're perceived.
I see.
Yeah, like I guess Steve Jobs is not a good example of this because like Apple succeeded after Steve Jobs as well. But
Isn't he dead? He's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, he was. I think he died when you were like 7.
5. I was like 5. It was like 2009.
Yeah. So in any case, the fact that he just like kept lying over and over again and never got like punished in the market for it was something that I was also frustrated by. But he's a perfect example. in many ways, he's like a perfect capitalist in the sense that like he has been able to successfully con his way, consistently failing upwards over and over again. In different periods of his career, people have pushed him out, like other demons, other sociopaths, like fucking Peter Thiel pushing him out of PayPal, and then him still getting a shit ton of money off of that, and then becoming an angel investor in like all these other projects has allowed him to capitalize on the Silicon Valley explosion, but never because of like his personal ingenuity.
Yeah,
But
I know.
Tamara's voice actress is Billie Eilish's mom. God damn. I guess sexy voices just run in the family.
But you know that better than anybody else. So
I'm assuming because I know all of this.
yeah, this is for the to the viewers that are listening. So you were when all of this stuff is happening, when Boy in a Band is saying like this is the guy that's going to save the world, like how is your feeling? How is your read on all of this?
Cringe. My read on all of this was, holy shit, I cannot believe this. Like, wow. It turns out if you lie and people believe it, people will think you're fucking smart or God or Tony Stark.
God, dude. I'm so happy people initially clocked. There were still people at the very beginning that initially clocked him as a total fucking loser. Wanting his OP, please nerf, please.